Right, I'm going to recover the arrows and then... Fuck. Oh, come on, where are you, arrows? Bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Fuck it. Right, well, let's go and... It's possible there. It's possible there that the rabbits may have fallen as they fell and dragged the arrows on the floor down the side. I'm going to be a little bit careful. A little bit careful because there are some bandits around here. Dark Picture says, I'm cautiously interested in Division 2 but not really hyped. The end game was such a letdown in Division 1 and to me these kind of loot grind games are all about end game. Yeah, same. I'm sure by the time it comes around we'll all be quietly excited and glad for a change. Let's see how the execution is. I mean, I think the launch day will probably be without incident, because if you remember when Division 1 came out, a lot of people were going on about the door bug. You know, people could physically block other people from going through doors, and they made a really big deal about that because that was pretty much the only bug. I actually thought that was really unfair because it was a pretty seamless launch, the Division, and everybody latched onto that one bug because that was the only bug people could latch onto, because everything else just fucking worked. But you know, the problems with the Division weren't with the, you know, how it actually ran. It was the stuff that you find out after a few days as the game advances and when you get to level 30. But the actual day one launch was pretty fucking professional, pretty fucking seamless. It was just the fact that players could block doors going in and out of safe houses and things like that. So I think day one will be brilliant whatever happens. I think if there's problems with the game, it's stuff that will become more obvious as time goes on. I have a feeling they patched that pretty fucking quickly, actually. Pretty sure that was patched in a day. That's the thing, and people often forget this, but most of the problems with the Division have got nothing to do with capability. I mean, they've got the people. They've got the people and they've got the fucking skills. The problem's money. It's, you know, Ubisoft can move fucking mountains if they fucking want to. You know, same day patches the fucking works. It's that's not the issue. It's the fact that they often don't just have the funds for it, or they just decide not to spend the money on it. Just gonna go and eat. Ali says, I mean, I'm going to assume it's, don't get me wrong, I've spent 4K hours playing the Division and it's a truly stunning game of its time. Where it's ended up now is probably put the game in its best place. However, it's taken them fucking 3 years to fix some of the most obvious shit, and if they deliver what they're claiming about learning from their mistakes, it could be another awesome game. But that would be down to my personal opinion, not through the Reddit Twitter hype train. Yeah, this is the gambit that I hope we're going to discover. That they have listened to all of the criticisms and they they try and win the division by taking everything everyone complains about and fixing it. That would be the simplest formula, is create a new game, and all of the stuff they know that people are going to moan about, they get it right. Is that a deer or a fucking horse? That's a deer. Fucking what a chod fucking arrow. 1 second. If I could cap me a fucking deer. Come on. That go between it? Did I hit its fucking balls then? It went. I'm pretty sure I've hit this several times now and it's just not dying. Yeah, I think I'm not doing enough damage to fucking kill it. It's fucking peppered in arrows. You know, I think I fucking hit that motherfucker. It had an arrow sticking out of it. I just don't think I'm doing enough. Shit. Okay, yeah, that was just a miss. I would say, in my defence, Carpentry, it's fucking hard to hit things with a bow in this game. Yes! Right, now this is the moment of fucking truth. Let's see how many fucking arrows is in this. I reckon, fuck me, I burned all my arrows trying to kill us. Okay, that's a miss, that's a miss. I reckon there's going to be like 5 arrows in this motherfucker. Five! Holy shit. And 87 fucking venison. And a lot of fucking busted arrows. But yeah, to go back to Ali's point, that is the thing that like does get me about the division, is that there's stuff that they're fixing now, and it's money. It's just, and it's about the money they're prepared to spend, not the money that they had. There is stuff that they just didn't fucking fix because it was like, well, that's your budget, that's your developer budget, you know. And there's a point in the division where there was like literally a couple of developers actually working on the game, you know, and there's still fucking shit to fix. But yeah, it's not about competency, I guess is what I'm trying to say about Ubisoft. It is not about competency. They can move fucking mountains when they decide to. It's just a case of, are they going to allocate the funds? And they will spend lots of money on the Division 2 to make everything magical and work in the first 3 months. The acid test will be what state it's in at the end of those 3 months and whether they continue to spend the money. Carpucci, by the way, it's actually funny in Kingdom Come how you can get something like 60 kilos of meat from a single rabbit. Well, I got 87 pounds of meat from a deer, which I think's about right. But yeah, the rabbits are a bit weird how sometimes they can just have like half a fucking butcher shop crammed in its arse, which I'm not complaining about. The meat bit, not the arse bit. Jesus Christ, I'm on a roll. defibrillate a 50 cal and shoot the bloody thing. I personally think that this game would be perfectly adapted for a sequel set in colonial times. Maybe it's because I was playing this game and then I watched what is that film with Leonardo where Leonardo DiCaprio wrestles a bear, does some naked bear wrestling. Christ, what's that movie? But anyway, it's set in America, or I guess technically it's set in Canada, because it would be Hudson Bay. Oh fuck, be the Hudson Bay Company. But yeah, I think this game would be okay with Flintlocks. The Revenant, thank you. Yeah, I think this game would be fine with old-fashioned muzzle-loading flintlocks. I don't think it would, or should I say, I think this engine would be perfect for it. Clunky, inaccurate, slow to load flintlocks. So if they set a game in something like the east coast of America during the early colonial period, and I'm talking like when they're just setting it up, you could have some interesting historical storylines, because obviously some of the local Indian tribes were pro-settler, some were anti-settler. That the combat system would work, the nature modelling that they do would work. They'd have plenty of history and stories. So I thought they had flintlocks. The early settlers had flintlocks. So would it be matchlocks? I'm sure the first settlers had muskets of some description. Ah, shit, so they'd have to set it a little bit afterwards, maybe. There were some things about that film that I liked. And there were some things about that film that were fucking ridiculous. Beersy smash. Matchlocks, probably a few weirlocks. Hello, mate, and thank you. Yeah, I didn't fact check that, but I guess I assumed that was the case just because of the stories of early settlers and also South Americas with them the Spanish bamboozling the indigenous, was it the Incas or the Maya? You know what I'm talking about. You're streaming at a sensible time today. I don't think there's ever going to be a perfect time. But it was one of those occasions where I just thought, you know what, I'm actually going to just stick up the slide and start streaming and worry about the details later. And I'm particularly desperate. I'm particularly fucking desperate to get a horse so we can do some proper mugging. Fuck. Thank you, Vlomenzi. Yeah, for those of you who haven't kind of realised, the way you have to aim is there is a basically a point above and to the left of your hand that you just kind of have to guess is the aiming reticle. There is no actual fucking thing to use as an aiming reticle. You just kind of have to make a best guess. I added a user config to my KCD directory. I must be a bloody masochist. Because I've gone full purist on this. Carpucci says, I've just had an idea for a DLC for Kingdom Come. You're a modern day feminist who gets kicked into the world of Kingdom Come. You try to improve rights while being as vocal as in modern era. I think if EA bought Warhorse Studios, I'm pretty sure that would be the first fucking DLC for this game. I'm really sad for what's happened to Battlefield. As I said in a comment, on the video, it's like, in fact, actually, may have been a DM. I used to be so into Battlefield that if I heard the soundtrack, it would literally make the hair on the back of my neck stand up. I remember waiting for a new Battlefield to come out and actually watching a video about it where they played the classic Battlefield tune, and I can remember really genuinely feeling like, oh man, fuck, this is going to be awesome. Just allowing that comment. And these days it's like, oh god, you know, they're cranking them out too fast, they're too shit, and they're too fucking generic, and now we're getting a bloody social justice version of Battlefield, and it's just like, you know what, I need to just exercise self-control and not buy it. Imagine the hair colour options. Yeah, I personally would go for a severe undercut with blue highlights. Right then, let's see who's the winner. I've just got to get to my trunk before interacting with him, because he'll judge me on the amount of meat I've got in my bag, not in that fucking box. Lamenji says Daniel Vavra would rather close the studio, I'd imagine, than ever selling it to those cunts. Yeah, I think he probably would. I've so much respect for Warhorse and their stance on pretty much everything, but they're just like one of the few studios that are like, no, you can just make a good game and sell it to people without being shitbags, and they're proving it. They're just demonstrating to the rest of the gaming community, no, those guys really are lying to you. You can just make a great game and charge a decent price and make a profit and be successful. I mean, what about all the bullshit we got on State of the Game about oh yeah, we'd love to do that, but it takes 15 years to get a patch out on the console for reasons, and then Warhorse Studio just like cranks out a patch, in a few days, and it's like, But yeah, so far Warhorse Studio, a tiny little studio that started with a Kickstarter in Czechoslovakia, can turn around approved console patches faster than Ubisoft. Thank you, Tito. Or should I say Teed is saying, I'm just waiting for the Battlefield mobile game. Oh, God. You joke. It'll happen, won't it?
How did the hunt go for you, sir? I did quite well. Look, show me.
Oh, God, they got
bad,
Battle fucking Royale in the new
Common
Battlefield. It's just like,
boy.
fuck me, is the whole of gaming turning into a Battle Royale mode now?
The insolence, a serf asking
They have it in Division 2. They will never hear the end of it from me.
Very well then.
Your serf humbly thanks you, my lord.
And now come along. Let's go and hunt some real game.
Right, I'm going to go and cook this meat quickly.
Henry, follow me. We're going hunting.
Cooked meat rots slower. Just so you know. I just hope I don't lose the prince. Christ, does anyone remember if that auto-saved after that quest? Because I'm about to go and fight. Blemenzi, did you notice if it auto-saved? Because otherwise I'm up fucking shit creek. Don't think I need Right, well I'm going to take a saviour snaps then because pretty sure he fucks off into the woods. Yeah. I won't sit here giving you all spoilers, but God, this woods looks beautiful. Flaminza will be able to confirm this, but I'm pretty sure they went out to this local region, didn't they? With 3D laser scanners and cameras and photographed local plant life and shit to try and get it as accurate as possible. Like I said, it's a lot of I think a lot of companies would just not really think about it, but they clearly did realise, well, if it's in the Middle Ages, 90% of the environment is going to be foliage. We'd better fucking invest heavily in making sure the foliage is correct. And it probably wouldn't seem like a big deal before you finish the game, but by the time the game is finished, you suddenly think, you know what, that was the right thing to do.
You want to take him down with an arrow? Certainly. Why wouldn't I? You won't kill him like that.
Thank you very much, Ali. You good luck and happy hunting, mate.
So now all of a sudden you're a master huntsman, are you?
Oh, please do. Please do. Send me those videos, mate.
Did you see that? Damn, I'm good. Quiet. So, next time you try to tell me I can't kill a boar with an arrow, you can...
Fuck! After him! Fetch! Mount up, Henry. Chase down that swine!
Follow Hans Capon while he fucks off on a horse. I would say, as much as I don't really go in the DZ, and it's a bit of a shithole, and they've managed to accidentally make one of the most toxic fucking PvP environments in the history of gaming. It's pretty original. As game modes go, I mean, I meant what I said. It's in the video. It's like, for all its faults, there's something genuinely unique about the DZ. They have created a new game mode as original as Battle Royale, as Capture the Flag. You know, you could kind of take the core details of the DZ and, you know, give it a name and apply it to other games. Pete says I don't have enough situational awareness to DZ. Oh mate, I think that episode. I'm glad that episode went away. I have to say, I felt sorry for old Matt at the same time. Yeah, it was. I'm just going to shut up. I think there's nothing I can say that will add to the debate. So I'll just for now say lol. Carpuzzi said, I did like the DZ when it came out, and there was some actual risks to going rogue, but then they pretty much removed all penalties and it turned into a complete shit show. Yeah, I'm definitely vanilla DZ. This whole you have to turn on bullet damage is like, it's like, but fuck off. It's supposed to be an immersive game. You have to press a button to turn on friendly fire. It's like, that's just destroys the immersion. It's just silly. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't like Road 2 changes. I felt that was a solution that was catering to a very niche DZ crowd. You know, it's going to have its faults, whatever happens. That I think they should have just gone with the original DZ and tinkered with it. Feel sorry for Kingdom Come Deliverance fans who've come here to watch this stream and they just hear us talk about the Division all the time. Yeah, that's the danger. We'll massively lean too much towards the casuals. I still think a lock status when you enter the DZ checkpoint and you can't change it until you leave the DZ. Not go in and out of a checkpoint until you lose your shit. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to pitch it. I don't know if they know how they're going to pitch it, but that little baby deer. Come on, Bambi. Come on, Bambi. fuck me sideways. Got such low stamina. Gonna try and get up the side a bit so I've got a bigger profile to hit. Oh fuck me, I've spooked it. Right, I need to find Hans Capon. I actually can't remember where he is. Right, I'm... Yeah, let's just say things are going to get real in a second without giving too much away, but I've got to find the motherfucker first. Beasley said just sneak up and mug it. You know what, I'd probably have a better chance of success. Although deers spook so much in this game, the wildlife is surprisingly well done. Ah, that looks like a fucking tent down there. It's surprisingly well done if there's anyone who's ever lived in the countryside. Rabbits will happily sit in a field unless people get within a certain range, and then they will just fucking wig out and run. And deers spook so easily, and they've really done a good job of that in the game. The deers at very long range, they're so skittish that the second they sense you there, they're fucking off. So deer hunting does kind of require you to develop fairly powerful bow damage and good aim so that you can just get that one shot stealth kill. Right, time for a vape and some booze, because that looks like a hostile base to me. I had a nasty feeling there's three geezers down there. I am going to eat something. The reason I'm thinking about this is because combat in Kingdom Come Deliverance is no casual fuckery. You really can get yourself fucked up in an instant. I think I'm going to try and... Oh, fuck me, I'm actually drunk now. Great. I can't really see any other way to do this than try and get in a stealth shot on a geezer and then go toe to toe with anyone else that's there. Ah, there you are, you motherfucker. That's Capon. Don't fucking acknowledge me. I ain't gonna be able to make that shot.
Hey, you! You sodomite! What's it like to be fucked by a horse, eh?
Not ideal, trying to stealth in from in front. Ah, yeah. Chod's asleep.
Just you wait, you donkey's arse. I'll have you yet.
Right.
No talk, no talk.
All right. I admit it.
Pino.
No, no, out of fucking stamina. Not the plan.
It looks like a bit ugly. Ah, that's the good one.
Needless to say, I won't be reading chat. I'm in great danger of losing this fight. I don't really have the stamina to do the follow-up blows to do the damage. Right, managed to get a hit in there. And I got a motherfucker behind me, probably shooting fucking arrows into me. Motherfucker!
What are you gaping at, you blowfly? Never seen a real man before?
I don't know what the fuck's going on with my left hand. I am fucked up.
It takes 3 of you to handle one chick.
I'm hoping because this guy's a fucking archer, he'll be shit at fighting. Can't really afford to take another hit. Oh, you motherfucker, don't you dare fucking fire. Bastard. Right. Let's say... Just catching up with chat. I wonder if he's already dead. Even with Max hunting, two. There's 2. Right. Did you write this? Yeah, I'm fucking terrible at combos, I have to say. Oh shit, I need a bandage. Have I got a bandage? Yeah. Yeah, I'm really fucking appalling at combos. And what's worse early game as well is What's worse, early game was it's really hard to finish them off. Those two guys were a fucking gold mine of equipment, and I couldn't finish them off, so they just fucking ran away carrying all of their fucking kit. And that is sad.
Timing, for God's sake.
Yeah, I mean,
Henry! Henry!
I was using my ears in that fight. So I mean, when you played the game a bit, you're always listening out for Cumin voices,
I was picking berries,
because you know that you don't want to. You want to be aware of where they are. I was going to do situational awareness, but you do want to try not to be fighting one guy in melee while an archer standing behind you shooting you in the back. So you do tend to use your ears. I don't know whether a completely naive player playing this for the first time, how they would do with that fight. I think I got fucking butchered and to try about 4 times when I first died.
Crush your balls!
That wound doesn't look good, Sir Hans.
You're right. Those Cumin swine roughed me up a bit. And my damned horse is bolted. You'll have to get me home somehow.
The sooner we get out of here, the better. Who knows how many bandits are creeping around here.
Let's go then. I've had quite enough excitement already.
I've got to admit, there was one of the best things about the mace before it got nerfed was if you're not particularly good at fucking fighting. I'm terrible at fucking combos. I always fuck them up. But if you had a mace, one of the really good tactics you could use is just beat people. You just have a big mace that does a lot of damage because they might be able to block the first 1 or 2 hits with their shield, but then they've already run out of stamina. So you just keep fucking hitting them, and they can't fucking block it. And it's very unsophisticated, but it fucking works. Just take the biggest fucking mace you can find and just keep swinging it at them. But it relies on you being fairly high level. It relies on you having quite a lot of stamina and strength. But it fucking works. And it's quite funny when they start to block you when you're just thinking, yeah, you block it, mate. It's fine. I'm still eventually going to beat you to death. And then, of course, if you get a lucky headshot in, then it's game over. You get a lucky headshot in with a mace, you just see people just literally just fold in front of you and just fucking crumple and hit the deck. But you got to try and finish them off because sometimes they're unconscious and they will just get up again a few minutes later.